Okay, so I've got a bit of fun for you today. A nice little classic theme of a film, James Bond. It's a really great one to play, fun to play as a beginner, just nice and easy little riffs. So I'm going to just demonstrate it first. You got this first bit. And that goes round and round 4 times. So I'm just going to pretend I've done 4. Alright, and then you've got the classic riff. And then you got the next section. And then you got the last bit. And back into the first bit. Okay, so let's break it down a bit. I'm going to just show you the tabs now. Here we go. So it starts off on the 5th string, sorry. So counting 5 strings up on the 2nd fret there. Okay. And then you're going to hit the 0 on the 6th string after it. And then you're going to move that finger up to the 3rd fret and do the same picking. So 3rd and then the 0 on the 6th string. And then 4 0. So it's climbing up chromatically. That's what chromatic means, like 1 note at a time. And then back down to 3. That's your pretty typical James Bond sequence. That's in most James Bond films. They always come back to this little motif. So 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, actually it only does that twice. Alright, so going to the next main riff now. You can see how I've got a 0 on the top string, and I've got 3 really tight clusters of 2 fret there, and then a 2 on its own. So I know this doesn't show you timing, but what I tried to do is try and push the numbers together or further apart where you leave gaps. It's just easy to understand as a beginner. So sing it first. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So 0, then 2. And on them 3 2s I'm doing an alternate pick, so I'm going down, up, down, just to make it quick rather than hit. You can do it down strums, but to get more efficient, start incorporating some ups. So down, up, down, and then down. So. And then after that you hit 4 zeros. And then you go to the 3 with the same rhythm as you just did with the 2s. And then you hit 3 lots of 2. 2, 2, 2. Now them 2s at the end, you can see they're spaced out a little bit more than these 2s. These ones at the end are just a bit more longer, rather than as the first lot of them. So you got 2, 2, 2, and then one more time. Okay, so instead of doing the last lot of 2s there, on the 3rd time round, if you can see here at the bottom, it goes 2, 1, 0. So I'm going to just show you that as a whole. You can see it plays it once through there, and then twice again. That's all on the top line. Then the 3rd line here, you got this little bit at the end where it does slightly change. Instead of 2, 2, 2, it's 2, 1, 0. So playing that together. Then 2, 1, 0. And then you're left with the 4th string, 2, 0. And then move it up to 2, 0, 2. So putting that line together, that second line. Okay, so I'm going to put the music here. You might want to pause it and play through it, or I'm just going to play it for you first and then pause it. So I'll do it nice and slow. 2 to 3, 4 to 3, and then the riff. Okay, so have a sip of my brew. It's the most important part. Okay, so now we got this next section. So we start on the second fret of the 4th string, so count 4 strings up to the 2. And then we play a 0 on the 3rd string. And then on the 2nd string here, we play 5-3. So if you notice, I'm not jumping up there with my 1st finger and then back. I'm starting with my 3rd or my 4th finger, one of these 2 fingers. So your 1st finger's ready and waiting. So see how much more efficient that looks. So that's the first bit of that. Now the next bit is on the 3rd string. It goes 0, 3, 2. Oh, sorry. So that's nice and easy. And then we stay on that string, and you can see it just jumps a string at a time. So 0 on that 3rd string you've just been on, and then the 4th fret on the next string up, and then 2. So, and then jump down a string to the 2nd fret, and back up to the 4th fret. So there's a bit of jumping about. Every note there is jumps to a different string, so just take your time with that, just to get it right. And likewise with the 5 and the 3 we did before, when it comes to these 4 and 2s, anything with the 2 I'm going to use my 1st finger, anything with the 4th fret I'm going to use my 3rd finger. So if I was to do it with 1 finger, watch how much my hand would move about. So your hand side to side, you're probably prone to errors, and you're prone to it not sounding smooth eventually. So if you watch this, see there, you got a bit more control. So putting all that together, okay, and the next line is the same. All that's the same, bar the last 2 notes there. So let's just have a look at the last little bit there. So 0, 4, 2. So you can see there. Now what I would do is on this 2, I would use my 2nd finger. So then it'll set your 1st finger up for this 1st fret. So if I was to show you that. 2nd finger here, and then to practice that. Let's put that together with that 2nd line. You ready? Well, I best show it you first. So okay, so putting the 2 lines together. Okay, so the next bit, what I want you to do, practice first, is we're on the 4th string. The whole of this line is on the 4th string. I just want you to practice going 2 to 4 and using this 1st finger and this 3rd finger. So getting used to that rather than, which as you can see is not very efficient. That's efficient. And I just want you to practice 4 2 4, 4 2 4. because that little riff runs all the way through this next section here. So you start on the 2nd fret, it goes 2 2. See, there's a big space there, you leave that a bit longer. 2 2, and then 2 4 2 4. Again. One more time. And then you jump up to the 5th fret, and then 4 2 4. So let's do that again. So you can see it does that twice there. Okay, nice and simple, that bit. And then here we have an octave of the note B. So what I mean by that is I'll just show you the notes. We got the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and we got the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So you might want to use your little finger for that 4th. So I want you to see this shape here. That's an octave. What I mean by an octave is the same note, but it's one's a higher version of the other. So like when you're on a keyboard and you start on C, and then you go up and you find another C, and they're both C's, but they're an octave apart, so that's the same. So I don't want you to start with them both on, just start with this one, and when you move between them, move your fingers on and off like that. Okay, so I'll show you the pattern here on the tab. So it goes da da boom, and then you do that again, da da boom, da da boom, and then you're left with da 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 da. So piecing that together. And then you're back into the start bit. Okay, so I'll just play you these 2 lines. And then you're back into. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. That was really good fun to play. I know when I start teaching beginners, they're looking for things that are fun, that are not too over within like 5 seconds. You know, it lasts a bit of time, but it's not too taxing enough to like puzzle them. And it's good fun to play. Everyone knows. I think it's important that you sort of know the riff a little bit in your head, and I think most people know the James Bond theme tune. And the challenge of this is it does jump around strings, so it's not too straightforward. It has got bits of challenges, so I just think it's a great all-rounder just to learn to get around the strings and the frets as a beginner reading tab. All right, thanks a lot. I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.